Hello,
how are you?
How are you?
Right,
Nice to see you again. It's been a while.
You too. Has been a while.
Now, Benedict, I've interviewed you a few times, and I know that you are a really lovely man. But Vincent, well, he's complicated, isn't he?
Yeah.
So why did you want to take him on?
Because I think he externalises the sort of human mess that a lot of us get the chance, perhaps, with a better childhood to work on earlier. He is a child. He is selfish. He's narcissistic. He isn't a narcissist. As you discover, there's a lot of causality that gets revealed in this show, you know. And he carries secrets and pain, all of which is slowly revealed. And he goes on an enormous journey of being lost to find and be found. And I feel that's the sort of most exciting drama. I'm not interested in just playing nice guys who fall foul or, you know, are nice all the way through. It's not, for me, ever about the popularity contest. And so, without just being defensive about my character, because obviously I'm playing him, so I have to find empathy with him, I also feel it's the grit in the lens of, you know, how to examine the deeper stuff that makes us human beings, actually. And it's very extreme. That he's someone who's mentally incredibly unwell and has never had love and in his childhood, and it acts out as the child adult that he is, and forms toxic relationships because of that behaviour. And that trauma passes on, it ripples through his family, through his work, through society, and it's a hell of an odyssey and dark night of the soul kind of journey to get to where he does, but there is light at the end of it. And those kind of journeys are the meat and bone of what I like to do as an actor. They're the real food you want to get tucked into to continue the eating metaphor. But, you know.
Are you hungry?
No, just slightly tired. But yeah, you'd think I was hungry. But yeah, it's a very satisfying thing to play those kind of roles.
Yeah, definitely, and you do it so well. I read in the production notes, Gabby, that before you even read the script, you said to your husband, "Are we up for a family adventure in Budapest?" Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
And they were like,
these are the most important questions, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Absolutely.
They really are.
What's the point of even reading the scripts if he says no? Because then I'm not going.
Exactly.
But is that a big decider for you guys? Because I feel like it would be for me if it's like somewhere I want to go.
It's the biggest, really.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
beyond the quality of people you want to work with, yes.
yeah.
Because obviously it's set in 1980s New York. I believe you grew up in New York in 1980s, but then you were filming in Budapest. But did it kind of match up? Were you like making sure, was it like quality control? Is this like it used to be?
Actually, yeah, it was quite incredible the first time I walked on set, which was in a studio, this apartment of ours that was built. I actually started to cry because it felt so reminiscent of my childhood. But then also the energy of the city of Budapest has... it felt very much like 1980s in New York. It has a sort of heaviness that's carried. It's beautiful. It's got a sort of chipped glory. New York now doesn't sort of retain that, but in the 80s it certainly did. So yeah, it all sort of made sense to me, you know, on
The Hungarian...
I also grew up with a lot of Hungarians in New York City in the 80s.
Right.
So it was kind of made sense to me to be in New York City in the 80s surrounded by Hungarian. Yeah.
It was just meant to be, like, literally before you read it, you're like, do you know what, this is going to work out.
The dream within the dream within
I had
the
a
dream.
little bit of a week when I went into Booch's, Edgar's, our child's bedroom, because I just saw lots of my childhood, the stuff that we imported and were obsessed with, from, you know, E.T. paraphernalia to the kind of squishies and toys and just all of it. And minus the hamster, I didn't have any pets growing up, which is another.
I had many
reason.
hamsters.
Shed a tear.
I killed them all in different ways.
Oh.
Accidentally, of course.
Well, and
first.
that's a hard place to grow up though as well for hamsters. I feel in New York in the 80s.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's at least they're contained animals.
I wasn't actually going to say this, but
Sorry.
because it's very left field, but my puppy is actually called Vincent.
It's a
Which
great
is
name.
such a random name for it. So when I
a great
saw
name.
the character,
Oh,
it's
Vincy.
not a name you see a lot.
You'll never look at your puppy the same
I
again.
know, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, Benedict, you've kind of... Oh.
When is that alcohol addiction of your puppy ever going to be solved? Yeah, it's tricky.
Well, listen, you guys are both absolutely breathtaking in this. As always, thank you so much.
Very welcome,
And I'll
thank
see
you.